What's up, Raiders? Bionic here. Welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. The Doom Tower is live. We are obviously going to talk about that. I have a big caution for you guys first, and then we're going to cover some of the best teams because we already have those. That's right. So a lot of people made it to stage 10 on the hard tower, but if you're like me and you got tricked by Arbiter during the tutorial, and you just kind of pressed play because it was kind of flashing in your face, right? And so I ended up starting on the normal tower, then realized, hey, hold on a second, I want to be doing the hard version of it. So halfway through, I decided, you know what, I'm going to switch to the hard, and here I go making it to stage 8. So now I'm stuck, basically here. I can't make it to the boss. I can't spend my silver keys, so I'm going to lose literally 11 silver keys today. All right, and that's a big problem. I think a lot of people already got caught by this, and if I would have just been a little bit smarter this morning, I would have just continued down the normal tower, but I really wanted to start going on the hard tower first. That was sort of like the plan that I wanted to do, but because of that little tutorial, and they never sort of pointed to the fact that you're either on normal or hard, even though I knew it was in there, I just kind of followed the tutorial, right, as we typically do. So here's what I'm going to do for you guys. I have sort of like my teams for the secret room. I have a screenshot of the best teams, and even better, I have all the information for you guys, data mined information about all the stages, literally all the stages, even the speed of the bosses and whatnot, so you can now already tune your teams to do this properly. But as I said in yesterday's video, people are already nuking the bosses in a couple seconds, and you know that's how it's going to be for literally the entire Doom Tower, right? So I mean, the stages themselves, some of them were maybe a little bit harder. I did play around with some teams. I think one of the MVPs for all the stages on hard so far was Seer. You just bring a Seer in, you put some buffs on her, AoE decreased defense with your newly acquired Lydia. Maybe you don't even need that, maybe you have the Dracomorph, whatever, and then you can nuke the waves, no problem. It is going to take a little bit of tuning for you to get sort of like the order just right. I put in an Arbiter, typically I have a Renegade in there, sort of like for my Dragon run. But I think that going forward, Seer is gonna be an MVP. That and probably what's his name, Ithos. Ithos is probably gonna be a great champion to use for all the stages up to the boss stages, right? Then at some point you will probably switch your team up a little bit for each specific champions. I tried even like Battle Khazars in here. I tried my Harvest Jack. I did have most of the time though my Arbiter, Seer, and Lydia. That was sort of like my go-to trio to deal with all the stages, which was no problem. Not the fastest, I'm not trying to break some records with my account, but all I'm saying is that you can probably do pretty good with just the Seer if everything lines up. Right there you saw that it didn't exactly line up. But like I said, for most of it was under 2 minutes for each of the stages. No problem. Again, you can see the best teams if you simply click on it. As for the secret room, is basically sort of like the same thing. I put my Royal Guard, a Seer once again, the Mausoleum Mage. Then I went with the Stag Knight for the AoE decreased defense because you can't put Lydia, you can't put War Maiden, so Stag Knight is perfect. And I just went about it, and it was kind of like, you know, a no-brainer once again. With the Reviver, it's pretty good. You get 3 fragments of Thea the Tomb Angel. You got to do all of Thea first, and then you will get the other ones. One thing I do like is that the Golem, whatever, one of the Golems is actually the second one. And that's a Void Legendary. You get 2 extra silver keys, but again, you cannot use these keys if you are not on one of the boss stages. So to everybody who got screwed up in the beginning like I did, I feel bad for you. We did reach out to Plarium. We let them know. We've been asking like, hey guys, can you by any chance do anything? Can we get more keys or something? Just enough so that we can all get to at least one boss stage, either on normal or hard. But anyway, that was my big sort of like warning for you guys. Now on to the bit of information about literally the levels, all the levels. So there's 2 versions of this. One is farmed from the code itself. And so, for example, here we have the Doom Tower normal floor 10, which we know is Kuldot, okay, the Magic Dragon, and he's level 75. If we compare it to, let's say, the hard version of this, here's something that I found very interesting, is that if you look at the previous level, floor 9, look at the level of the champions, 255. This is pretty tough. But then you get to the boss, and they're level 130, which means the waves are really, really easy. It's all about the boss, and in this case, he's level 200 instead of 75. We also know roughly the speeds, which we don't exactly see on this one right here, but then there's another version of this farmed or data mined information, which is this spreadsheet. I'll put everything, a link in the comments below, okay, or in the description. We see like hard stage 10 Kul'Dath the dragon. We do see his speed right here, which is 150. Okay, so with that information in hand, you can already come up with literally teams that look like this. Okay, so people have already nuked the first boss with enemy max HP, exactly how I called it yesterday. Literally, it's going to be about just nuking the wave number 1 with an Ithos, nuking wave number 2 with Ithos again, and then going straight AoE decrease defense, and then boom, boom, boom. Done. That's it. You don't even deal with all the debuffs and whatnot. It's a super easy fight. I assume it's going to be harder as we progress higher, but I'm thinking that until the end levels, we're gonna keep using these teams. Okay, so 8 seconds, 9 seconds, 10 seconds. I mean, these guys got through probably the Doom Tower within about 20 minutes. They did all their floors, boom, 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 got to the boss, farmed the boss, all their silver keys, and then that's it. They're done, right? So it might seem easy for some of us, but like I said, it is going to be relatively easy in the long run because we're going to have this. We're going to have all the perfect teams to pull it off, right? I especially like this one right here because it's 3 cold hearts. I do have 3 cold hearts built on my account, so I'm going to be able to reproduce this to some extent. I don't have Ithos, but I might be able to work with, let's say, maybe a Zorgala can handle both the waves super fast, and then Lydia over here, so that might work as well. So guys, there's a lot of options, but you can kind of see what's going to work. Enemy max HP nuking. By the way, I'll also point out that Kul'Dath, the magic dragon, is not able to have his turn meter reduced. Okay, so he's immune to that, like the Dragon 20. All right, so at first we thought we were going to be able to do that because it doesn't mention anywhere that we can. Turns out he's actually immune to it as well. So in here, you're not looking for turn meter reduction. You're just going in to literally one-shot the boss. That's it. That's all you're trying to do, okay? So that's going to be it for this morning. Just a quick sort of overview of the launch of Doom Tower, which, like I said, I mean, it's nice. There's a lot of great stuff. It looks amazing, and I love the rewards. I just hate that I kind of got a little bit screwed up here, and I can't get to the boss because I want to farm material. I don't want to waste 11 silver keys right off the bat, and I don't want to be a day behind always just trying to keep up with the rest of the players, right? So anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys later.